How's your preparation on France going?
They still have a full military bar at the end of 1938. Does that answer your question? Speaking of, I should do a little bit more for them. All this crap right here, all this war tech, buy this from me. Let's get you really up to snuff. I need a strong France. I need that more than ever, and I need to do more than I've been doing to get a strong France. Should I give them all this other crap too? I could give them all this other crap too. I'm not giving it to them anyway, I'm selling it to them, and at this point, this is something that if they haven't bought from the US, they're not really gonna get anyway. Like, he's ahead of me. The Soviets are ahead of me completely. And the Italians are pretty much almost caught up because we're all buying stuff from the same person. And then we're just researching to get ahead in any way we can. So I need to keep France caught up as well. France needs to be mostly caught up anyway. I don't know that they need my Mark I Bren carrier, but I'll give that to them anyway. They already have the best tank I can give them. I guess I'll give them the German howitzer, but I doubt they'll need it. I'll give them a better AA gun. I don't think they need my anti-tank, but I'll do it anyway. I'll try and give them the best stuff that I currently have in terms of functional equipment, because I will be getting better stuff anyway. They have better designs anyway. Yeah, this is just something to kind of get them going. Besides, I'm making them pay me for it anyway.
Britain, why do you do that?
That wasn't me.
You signed it.
Oh, yeah. Well, say goodbye to Czechoslovakia. The Sudetenland's already gone. Bye-bye, Czechoslovakia. Sudetenland already went bye. Bye-bye.
It's nice to meet ya. Hate to see ya.
Wouldn't want to be ya, but soon no one's gonna be able to be ya, because you're not even gonna be anymore. Yeah?
Ooh.
What the fuck? I feel like I might want a little bit more in the way of troops down in Asia. I'm gonna send more from Great Britain proper down. I want to have enough for pretty much back-to-back invasions of Siam and Burma so that I can properly link everything that I have over here again. Well, not again, it was never fully linked. Get access to some more rubber that I can make directly. And a little bit of military production in Asia as like a backup and something that I can use to support in the area would always be nice. Just, you know, more military production in general, of course, would be nice, but around my most valuable colony would, of course, especially also be nice. I don't expect the Baltics to really live, but I'll get friendship treaties probably with them as well. I want to get enough treaties with them. I want to get the friendship treaties, and I guess line of sight works for now. Friendship treaties would be nice. Every free trade helps my world market opinion. And if I'm about to do 2 back-to-back wars, that'd be nice. Now Poland is annexing some of them.
Yeah.
1 year in-game until all the shit goes down.
Exciting.
Oh, I'm amassing indie goods right now.
Something interesting?
What's that?
Apparently there's a couple Soviet horses in Poland.
There are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh?
I didn't realize I was being whispered. Don't mind me, I'm just being Shibi.
Hi, Shibi, how you doing?
I don't know, man. I'm navally invading France, but my whole military's gone.
Don't.
Don't, he says. What? I'm just quoting things that have happened in our series.
Hey guys, are you on Res YouTube channel? Do you also like FDR? Me too.
What the fuck?
We like him.
What the fuck? What are you spouting at me? What is this? Who are you? Why are you? Hello? Let's build another 6 military. Why are you breathing? Hello? Stop it. Now? We need more oil. 6 more. That's good enough for now. We're gonna overdoing the indie goods anyway, but we've made a good stockpile of them while I wasn't looking. 83 units down here right now. And they're actually staying put because they don't really have anywhere else to go. This is another 47 that's making down there. So what about 130 or something? That should be plenty enough to plow through all of Siam. and probably Burma as well. Italy on Yugoslavia. Ooh.
Ooh.
Do you need that lowered, sir?
Thank you.
Are you coming to my border, sir?
I'm just taking rightful Italian clay.
Clay?
Well. Well, go west then. Or south.
Don't you dare fucking go west.
I don't know about that.
There is nothing west or south but me and France.
I don't see the problem.
Stalin. Good luck, because yeah, they're not completely a pushover. You're beating Germany to this invasion pretty much.
That was the goal.
But if you do this, this opens up a land invasion of Albania and Greece, and it could even get you into Turkey.
Bingo, baby.
Don't you dare fucking invade my Middle East. You can take Turkey, I don't care about them, but
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
you're gonna have a nice wide front against those Russians, though. I've gotten the raw material situation, with the exception maybe of oil, because I'm being a little cautious about building oil due to the location where it would go. Being a little cautious about building oil, but the finalized goods shortage is going to be ever present, and we are going to be in a constant race of wanting to build indie and military goods. We are staying barely ahead of the Soviet Union in terms of indie goods, but he has passed us in military goods production. He's also passed us in total mass supply, but this is where, you see, this is where having him invade Germany is supposed to be so helpful. No one else is really going to have military goods, but he should burn through a lot once that war begins. Hey, Travis.
What's up?
So, Narfi, he invaded Finland, who invades him in Barbarossa. He invaded Romania, who invades him in Barbarossa, and he's befriended Poland.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna see Barbarossa.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. And I really don't want an early war with him.
What's your plan?
Play defensively.
How so?
Help Germany defend against Soviet. Well, I guess I'll have my own land border now too.
It will be interesting. You need land units, and you need the ability to supply them, and you need them soon. You need them very, very soon.
Yeah.
Do you have transit with France? Air transit?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. What else do you have with France?
Free trade, embassy, and free flow labor force. Actually, oh wait, yeah, I do still have air transit.
What do you think about him going into Yugoslavia? I guess he had no other choice.
Yeah, true.
But you're gonna have a border now, sir. I see you're already preparing.
Not, yeah, a little bit.
I see those emplacements. I see you're preparing your border.
Think about going into Bulgaria.
That is another Axis member. You've already kind of gotten rid of 2 of them. There's 2 more real important AI ones before Germany. Well, there he goes. We're keeping his attention in Europe anyway, which is good, because we're about to have our attention over here. Ah, the Balkans. It's always such a wonderful place to live.
This ain't
Peaceful
the
time
best.
right now.
This ain't the best. Even bigger border with him.
Bulgaria is another Axis member.
Yep.
He's cutting the heads off one by one. If he goes for Hungary next, you know, that'll be it. It's just you and Germany in the Axis. He'll have sniped everyone else beforehand.
I'm trying to ally Hungary, but it just will not let me. Even though we have good citizen opinion and government opinion. I just do not know if I really want that early of a war with him.
At what point do you stop the appeasement of letting him march through these lands?
If he goes after Germany. That's home soil right there.
My plan is coming together so well! Yes! I'm gonna get them to go to war and I don't even have to do anything! Oh, and France might live. Do you think he's gonna go for Germany early?
I mean, if Germany declares war on Poland, he's probably going to join in the war.
And so if Germany attacks Poland and then he attacks Germany, you're gonna go with Germany then and have that early war?
Goodbye, Tsar Boris the Third.
Probably. I really don't know because this is really early here.
True, it is true. Germany will also be distracted by France. You know, although they may not have time to move most of their troops over to the west, to France.
True.
You know, that would be the perfect time for him to invade, is when Germany also has to worry about France.
Yep.
Well, like I said, I'm not going to help France invade Germany.
Good. This just ain't looking too hot.
Yeah, you are safe from me if you need to defend Germany against him.
This could also be prime time for you to take Caucasus too, if he attacks Germany.
Oh, are you trying to manipulate me, Travis?
I'm just saying, there's a mutual.
Oh, you're just saying. Don't.
Yeah, just hypothetically,
Really
you know.
friendship.
Don't worry, Travis. I've already thought through every angle of this. Remember who you're dealing with.
Cool.
I know full well what's happening, and let me put it this way. It wasn't like I know a lot of what he's done, and a lot of this information wasn't volunteered. I see a lot of what's happening. I saw those Soviet units in Poland before you ever said anything.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I thought this through.
Okay.
And having thought this through, let's I'm gonna offer you a little something. And let's say for now that this lasts until the end of Germany's little war here. Like until Germany or France dies, or someone, or what, that whole situation that you predict gets resolved. Here you go.
Alright.
Just to make you feel safe, just so you know.
I get it, I appreciate that. And just, you know, keep my offer in mind. Good time for you to strike.
Oh, I know. Me and him have been going back and forth this whole time. The PvP between the players that have been doing this a couple times has been raging. There's been a lot of moves to get us to where we are right now. And in fact, I'm going to make my next move very soon because I have my own plans. And don't worry, they're not in your ballpark. They have nothing to do with you.
If it's not important to me, any chance I can know?
You're about to see my next
Gotcha.
step. It's literally about to happen. And here it goes. The invasion of Siam.
Interesting.
Trust me when I say you don't want to be over here.
I mean, hey, we did make an agreement.
Yeah, for DEI, and good luck with that. But what I meant is specifically around the Indochina region, Siam, Burma, Malay, India. You don't want to be connected to this.
All of that is yours.
As you know, like China really only lives like right now with the help of a player, as you astutely observed. Which means China right now is essentially no man's land. Your buddy Japan did not live, or did not win over there. And he's clearly friends with China. And I'm also in the Middle East. If you see, I'm almost stretching from Egypt to over here.
Yeah, I did see you allied Egypt.
I'm pretty much stretching across this whole line. And you know what this kind of is? If you look at it, it's basically his entire southern border.
Ooh.
If he dominates Asia, I'm here. In Central Asia, I'm already here. The Middle East, I'm here. I'm taking valuable resources.
As long as I can get a little piece of the pie, you can have it all.
So are you still going to invade the Netherlands, then?
Yeah.
If you anticipate a war with him, I don't know that the war would quite end, you know, there. You could get him to release Liberia as a settlement or even invade yourself through France. He won't have many defenses there.
1939. Exciting.
It should be easy to stomp over, theoretically. He doesn't even have garrisons up over there. And you can have rubber, if you expect to be at war with him, you can have rubber just by taking an undefended Liberia, which he has already built up most of the rubber for.
Yep.
What do you think about that?
I like that. I like that. The main thing with DEI is that it's kind of like a second chance if Italy were to fall.
True, that is true, but it's also harder to take over. And are you going to have time to go for that if he actually does this war and you have to fight him?
I don't know, that's a good question.
I want to get more indie building because we will need it. Down here in Cardiff. And we see our military goods usage does go way up during war. We gotta make sure we have enough of everything. Oh yeah, we now have our own rubber production. That's pretty important. Let's go ahead and expand that as much as we can. Literally build all of it up. That's a very important thing that we can make ourselves without having to worry about. Malaysia, we want to build as much of it as possible. It'll be a decent source of money. I'm pretty much gonna chain this going right into Burma. We take Burma, things will turn out pretty swell. Pretty swell. I might even want to befriend Japan over here so that they don't cause me too many problems. Start supporting their government. Or supporting a lot more governments that we could try to get some friendship treaties with. I have a large supply of indie goods right now, which is why I'm building as much as I'm building. The sooner I get more resources built up, the better. At this point, if I have my own rubber, especially becomes self-sufficient, Malay's rubber just kind of becomes extra that I can tap into when I need to. India, have they finished these resources? No, they still haven't. They don't have the indie goods to do it. They have money, they don't have the indie goods to fucking do anything else. Something they need at some point, like soon, is like more land production. They could use more land production. I'm gonna build another 4 over here. 8 should be more than enough for them for a long, long time if they can even use that much.
Today, guys.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't already. Well, it's a new day and a new recording session, and it's 1939, shit's all gonna build up, and it's about to stir. There's been so much going on, I haven't really gotten a chance to really go over things too much that have been happening, because we've always been doing something, so let's go over some things that we haven't been able to. For example, some stats here in the Atlas. We can see, actually, during all this, we became the second richest nation in the world in terms of actual money, with Italy trailing not far behind after China and Poland. China amazingly still alive. GDP per capita compared to the players, well, you can see we're ahead of all of them, so that's good for our tax revenue anyway, not very good for our production. Population-wise, we have more than doubled our initial population of 50 million and almost reached the current enhanced US population of the time. We are among the most populated. The USSR has also gained a fair bit of population as well. If you look at all the losses and stuff from the wars, we'll see that actually our KDR is amazing. 513 kills, 29 losses. Remember, most of those are ships. I think like 24 of these, maybe 25 are ships, and only ships. Compare that to Italy's 110 and the USSR's 106, and they've gotten less kills than I have. And even in terms of manpower losses, they have lost more, especially Italy. You see, of course, China's lost a lot compared to Japan, and this is, you have to remember, some of Ethiopia's losses and some of China's losses came from the USSR. It kind of counts towards him as well because he sold some of these units, whereas I've just kind of been upgrading my units, so not too much to worry about on that front. We are in a situation where industry goods are pretty much out all over the world. The things that we have India building have barely been building because there's little to no indie goods for them to buy. I scrapped a whole bunch of hydro, some other things, so I have enough for myself right now and to keep going with for building, but I'm trying to increase the supply more and more because I need more. You always need more indie goods to make more military goods. It's just a constant demand and need in this game. I've been focusing so hard on it. We started out with like 4 military goods production. We have 31. I'm building 6 more. The amount of indie goods has skyrocketed. We're doing well on all of our current resources. I went around and I checked their resources. The USSR's resources are doing fantabulously. He has enough of pretty much everything. And what he doesn't have enough of, he's building. He's building more industry goods, which is why he's consuming so much. His military good stockpile and production and everything is fine right now. Italy Needs more mill goods, but he has a good amount of indie goods from scrap and some shit. His production's not nearly good enough. His overall resources are decent. He doesn't have access to rubber, and he needs more oil. So that's a thing he needs to improve. The AI, well, you can expect the AI aren't being very efficient with any of this either. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for.
Burma.
They think they can free themselves from me. Silly Burmese. I don't even know why they become independent anyway, because, like, they were a British colony at this time. This game's really weird about colonies, especially British ones, because Australia was a colony, New Zealand was a colony, Canada was a colony. Most of these countries didn't get their independence or something resembling it until the 70s. So I don't know why they're all independent here, but no, there you have it.
By the way, Res, Travis called me out of China.
Yeah?
He saw that.
The question is, how long have I known?
That doesn't matter to me, to be honest.
Man, there are like no indie goods in the world anymore.
There are none, yeah. Building projects across the world aren't even moving right now. If you don't have your own production, like most of these countries don't have enough, there's just not enough to buy to make anything that they need to make or are scripted to make.
Well, once I can get a good production, I'll start selling them too.
Good luck with that.
We took their capital.
Seriously, good luck with that. Because that would be great if that did happen. But yeah, we did get some research centers in progress that we can look at in Thailand.
You could also take India, Res. They have enough to decon.
I already own India.
Yeah, but you have to annex it to get the indie goods.
Why does it say I'm building 3 research facilities? There's only 2 building, and both of them are in Thailand. I guess I'll let them finish. That's fine. These fuckers in Burma, they were actually building some indie goods and stuff. That's neat, I suppose. All my indie complexes for all this rubber that's building is done. We should connect this right here, because that will help spread supply a little bit from that sea port. We don't need a sea pier over here if we have a sea port. There's a lot of things that have been taken over that I realistically just don't need. Sea piers, etc. Occasionally when I have time, I go around, I look at them, I scrap whatever can be scrapped.
Hey, Rez.
Yeah.
Was curious if I could buy some tech off you.
You just reminded me of something I needed to look at, actually. So what tech?
I want the artillery improvements 41.
Yeah, you can buy that.
We took their capital.
Alright, cool. I'll send you a deal.
Alright, so we're taking that over. I had to catch up on research because I was not researching enough, and I kind of forgot all about that. I have some designs to go through as well. Some of them are simple, some of them not so much. Most of them need text that I don't have yet, so going through them is just going to be interesting. I'm going to prioritize things that have longer range but still good combat stats, because I'm going to need that for the upcoming Battle of, well, Europe. But range is definitely more important to me than overall performance when I am looking at these. Oh, look, we can actually get good multi-role fighters for once. That's cool. Wow, the longer range one here is also just way better in combat. The bow fighter, hell yeah, let's get that. By the way, Travis, I think that is the first instance of players trading technology in a PvP. Because none of us have ever really done that before.
I just saw you do it in the Cold War playthrough. I like literally just watched it.
Really? What did we trade?
It was you're buying something off of Narfi.
Really?
Or the Soviets. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was, but you
I don't remember us ever trading tech in a PvP.
It was the silicone thing you traded them for.
I don't remember.
Oh.
New Burmese capital. They're mostly falling over pretty easily, but... Oh, look. India lost some more of India, I think. Oh, no. This is actually Burma still, but India has been... India's supply has spread and taken it over, is what's happening. And so it's just going directly to me. Oh, I took that capital already? I'm amazed we made it there that quickly, huh? They're really making me fight for this. Why do I have recon all the way up here? God damn it. Get out of China. Now you're really making me go over there, huh?
Hey, so do you want to keep doing, hold on, shit.
Narfi's whispering him while he's trying to whisper me. It's funny.
Sorry. Did you want to continue doing supporting our government, or did you want to continue the deal to 1940?
I'm good to continue it for the time being.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll try to get some of these units headed over here. I love how the Burmese still have like my flag and everything, even though they went all independent and shit. In terms of military production, I forgot to look at this stat. We actually do have the most total in the world now, because we also took over 2 more land and an air from Siam over here, although we have the most in the world mainly because of air. We have the most air in the world. We don't have the most land in the world. That goes to the Soviets. We have the same amount as the Italians right now. Burma's not going to give us anything in terms of that, but it is going to give us 20 million more population that we're going to have to look after and care for and deal with. I've taken another capital. I've taken almost everything. There's probably have like this 1 city left. I actually think they have like 2, because there's 1 in the south down here. But we'll see how that goes. And they moved it to the 1 in the south. Of course they did. Alright. I can't believe they're still fighting. Oh, there you go. It was a fake out. Cool. Alright, Burma's done. Where does that leave me? Satisfied with the world market. 56.9% treaty integrity. 37.2% opinion. Yeah. But I have reclaimed Burma.
Nice knowing you those 2 years.
Now I own it directly. That's nice. The 20 mil population will be probably a little annoying to feed, but I believe we've taken over, yeah, another research center from them. Ah, yes, there was an extra research center here in Spain that started building but never really went anywhere. I could decon that for indie goods at some point. Germany keeps flying over my territory doing incursions. I'm not supporting them anymore. Actually, I am. Huh. I don't know why. The upcoming battle is going to be really interesting. France's military bar is faltering. Germany's maxed out. USSR's maxed out. So France is finally starting to fall behind a little bit. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to do is go around handing out some techs for things to my other allies over here in Europe, especially warfare techs, and, you know, have them pay me for it. Just hand out like an entire wave, basically, of warfare designs that they've probably been ignoring, get some money from them, and then I'll come back to them and I will check if I can give them any better designs. Anyone that's going to fight Germany that is currently allied with me could be very, very handy in this regard. But also probably places like Australia and New Zealand as well could do with this kind of stuff. Catch them up in warfare tech. Specifically, I'm helping them specifically with warfare techs. I'm not going to help them as much as I'm helping, you know, India, for example. I might help the Commonwealth a little bit more later, but we'll see about that. Burn through those indie goods fast, but it's not as bad, the consumption right now. The military goods factories has building finished, and we once again have the most production of military goods in the world, followed only by the other players. I need to kind of get and stay ahead, sort of, just because, you know, the USSR just has so much more of this shit than I do. I'll build another 3 over here in Sheffield to get that number up to 40. That should be good. That should help. These indie goods factories are building and finishing. I think I'll go ahead. I'll get another, let's say a full hex. Another 6 of them building, because building more military goods, we'll need more indie goods. We'll need more indie goods for everything. As the new population comes in, as the new factories finish, the need for oil and other things is, of course, going to be going up. Especially oil. We're similar position as the USSR in terms of which goods we need more of at the moment. We do need to, at some point, we need to get at least 1 uranium mine up in preparation for potentially having nukes. Looks like Spain and Portugal, just Iberia in general, probably going to be our best place to put some of this stuff. There's none over here near Indochina. We could try to make India make some. There's plenty in Iran, but that's not a safe location for any of this. So let's go ahead and say Iberia then. Let's put some uranium right here. 1 uranium mine just so we can get it producing. It's dirt cheap to produce and we want to start accumulating at least a little bit of it. Very short period of time we will have our own rubber producing, like a lot more of it. All the rubber that we can have producing by ourselves. With what we're getting from our colonies as well, that means we'll be a very, well, even more of a source of rubber that we can sell, although the USSR is currently the 2nd top producer at the moment, just from everything in Liberia. That will certainly hurt the demand, but the US is consuming the most rubber. USSR just behind them by the looks of it, and me just behind them. India is actually consuming quite a lot, probably due to all the factories and everything that I'm making them make, because rubber is used in consumer and military goods, and I have had them make some military goods and things like that. Speaking of, looks like India can be given some more techs. We'll hand them more. We want them to be happy. You know, they don't like me that much because of how many wars I declared. Most of my colonies actually hate my guts right now. Oh, they still need many more of resources, but you know, it's slowly building. It's there. The orders are there. They are building. It's just gonna take a lot of time. I could try to hand them indie goods, but honestly, I need it more than they need it. India is already progressing into being a force to be reckoned with, you know, shortage or not. In the long term, they are my backup plan. They are my saving grace. All right, let's get as many of the units in this region as we can out of here, because we don't need to be here with this many units anymore. We want to get them back up to the UK, because we know shit's about to go down over there at some point. But some of these are just so far deep into these regions that getting them out is going to be interesting. We have military production over here anyway, so we will always be producing more over here, so moving the ones we've already sent here back should be no big deal. In terms of other war targets, I am ready to invade Haiti whenever. I have a lot of justification against the USSR. It's kind of even. Let's see about that. Is he opposing me? I think he is opposing me. I'm not going to oppose him yet, but I am going to fund his insurgency. That should hurt his money. I do believe he is opposing me, but I can't really vouch for that. He hates me. He probably does. Yeah, Travis, I'm pretty confident Narfi's opposing my government.